The following presentation of Take Paws has been made possible in part by Broward County Animal Care and Adoption, where you can adopt a new best friend for life. Hello there, and welcome to Take Paws, a show about caring for those furry-friendly creatures we call pets. I'm your host, Mike Moscatello, and Daisy, well, you might just call her one of the lucky ones. This nice doggie was adopted from a local shelter, and she's brought her owners more joy than anyone could ever figure one happy little canine could. Her paws are soft and sensitive, and she doesn't like having her nails trimmed, which is true of most pets. But it has to be done. If not, complications can arise. There are right ways and wrong ways to trim them back. So how do you do it the right way? Well, let's find out.
It's important to keep your pet's nails trimmed because they can harm themselves. If you're hearing your dog making a tap dance sound, or you've seen your cat getting stuck with its claw in the carpet or on the furniture, you know that they're too long. They can crack a nail by getting it stuck and then pulling on the nail, causing a crack, and that's painful to the dog. They can bleed, and then that may require surgery as well. Also with cats, they can cause damage. If you've got a pet dog or another cat, they can scratch at cat's eyes and cause damage too. So it's important to keep those nails short. When you see your dogs favoring a leg, or if they're chewing on a foot, that could be because their nail is too long. When the nail gets long, that bothers them. They get it caught on things, it brushes up against things and causes leverage on the toe itself. And dogs don't like that. So we need to cut those nails. We need to keep them back and keep the quick from growing way out there. The longer we don't cut the nail, the longer that quick's going to grow out. So the time period is important on that. I would say about every 3 to 4 weeks in a house dog would probably be a good way to go on that. If you think about your fingernail sits on top of your skin, and underneath that is a blood supply. For a dog and a cat, they actually have the blood supply that runs through the nail, and that comes out from the bony area into the nail itself. Now it'll vary from dog and cat depending on how active they are. And what you want to do is keep the nails cut short so that the vein is what it is. You want to keep that short. If it gets too long, it will cause problems if they break a nail. It will bleed a lot, and it is painful. I would be very cautious on trimming a dog or a cat's nails by yourself. First of all, if you cut it too short, that's painful. And they might react in an instinctive way, and they might bite. That's a possibility. We like to see them in a calm environment. At home, it is a calm environment, but when you get working with the paws, there's a natural instinct where dogs don't like their paws touched. So they might behave in a manner that you don't like. So it's best to take them to a professional groomer or a veterinarian to get those nails done properly. When looking for a good pair of clippers, you're going to want one that's really sharp. You don't want to get one that's been used before on another animal or that's been exposed to moisture for a long time that has a little rust on it. You want a real sharp blade, and look for the sharp blade. Usually if you get a brand new one, they're pretty sharp. There's a few different types of clippers that we can use. There's this one here, which is a scissors type. And you can see it's a scissors action. It's got a little spring there. You just push, that cuts it. Now this one is a guillotine type. You can see it's got a sliding blade that slides up there, and that'll cut it. And this is another type of scissors type that is real good for the dew claws. That's kind of like the equivalent to our thumb. Sometimes that'll grow around and you need to get to it because it can actually grow back into the skin. So this is kind of a nice one where you can get around that, give it a quick snip, and that'll take care of the problem. Finally, there's some Dremel types out there that use a rotary sander where you can sand on that. Now you don't want to get their nail too hot though, so you want to do a little bit at a time. Also, this can be used to round the edges of the regular clippings with either one of these because it leaves a sharp edge sometimes. So that's kind of nice to sand it and round it off. So you've just gotten a puppy or kitten and you want to get them used to you touching their paws. When you touch their paws at an older age, sometimes it's very instinctive or they don't like that done. If you can get them used to it when they're a puppy or a kitten, that helps in a much later date when they have to get those nails trimmed back. So if you can touch the feet and maybe snip off the ends at home, just the very end, so that the nails aren't sharp, that will get them used to it. And always give them a reward afterwards and give them lots of praise. That works every time. You might notice that one of your dog's nails might not be growing exactly like the other dog's nails. And in that case, there could be a problem with infection at the nail bed. There could be a problem too where they've damaged the nail bed area and the nail is not growing properly. In that case, you need to take it to your veterinarian and he'll take a look at that nail and determine, is it nutritional, is it bacterial, is it fungal, has there been injury to the nail bed? These are some things we need to consider. So in the end, it's important to keep your pet's nails trimmed. It's much healthier for the pet, and in the long run, it can be much healthier for you. You could get hurt by long nails, your furniture could get damaged, and also the pet can get hurt as well by getting them caught or broken. And if that happens, then you're going to have to take a trip to the vet and may have to get surgery done. So a happy pet has short nails, and I would recommend that you keep those nails short. Take them to your veterinarian or your groomer and keep those nails short.
If you'd like to help support Take Paws through sponsorship or by making a donation, call 754-321-1000 or go to BECON-TV.